convoys. 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free, that's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm to connect, my boy, off the top.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it on the road, on the curve, on the block. I was already sold, I don't work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby to make a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full. Yeah.
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out 2-25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Wilson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. The numbers for Andrews last week: 7 catches, 71 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. A tackle made by J.T. Woods. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. And a little floater there is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So out comes Justin Rohrwasser in the field goal unit.
From the left hash, this from 39.
Rohrwasser's kick is good.
And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
So here come the Chargers as they get set for their first drive. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Up to the 20.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Here's Prescott. He finds his target, Royal. The numbers for him from a week ago. Now you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw right there they want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now Prescott. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Chargers had 7 and 4 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw again. Prescott. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tucker. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28. Now Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Tucker. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Charger football to start quarter number 2. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Prescott on first down. And that is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have moved out in front. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, That mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Wilson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Here's Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Wilson. This goes out wide from Madison. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to move back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Rohrwasser now for the point after. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick 6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
Another throw on second down. This one incomplete as well. This connection is hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right.
There he goes, right side. The 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 69 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of his end zone, Prescott. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. After the interception, here's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw again on 2nd down, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Tucker. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. He'll get this to Eckler. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They gave it a shot with the deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
And again, it's Prescott. He's going to take another shot here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So,
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway, and all the way home for a Broncos score.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it.
Problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to get this out to the 25.
Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Prescott now finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
16 yards. And the Chargers
Prescott looks to throw first. He's got his open man Royal. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 31. Prescott. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
And the focus shifts back to Jerry Jeudy and his Bronco teammates.
He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Broncos have opened the lead up to 30.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Chargers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. First down, Prescott. This caught by Royal.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Looking to throw, Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. To the air again, Prescott. Royal making the catch over the middle.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Here's Prescott. On the screen, this is Eckler. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Caught on the slant. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
They'll try to pick up the 1st with Eckler. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Prescott to throw on 4th. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. From 3 yards out.
And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is down to 24. Big 4th down conversion for the score and the defense. That is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At their own 25-yard line.
He'll throw from the gun. That's caught left side by Judy.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Wilson to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Prescott on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tucker. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down.
First down to the 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for L.A. 66 yards. To throw is Prescott. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Chargers get a bit closer.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go option to the short side, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Now, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 3rd down, Wilson finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Tucker. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Now Prescott. Man open left side, it's Williams.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
And again, it's Prescott. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Prescott now. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Josie Jewell. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
70 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. This is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will extend their lead even further.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars.
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give up. Now flex. I'm really out for blood this time. Look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the ice and I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the Porsche. Follow the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All